Coming up on the Elon Phoenix Weekly,
we take a look at the women's lacrosse team,
talk to 2 freshman volleyball players about their summer experience,
and watch a head of Elon Athletics dance for charity.
All that and more next on the Elon Phoenix Weekly. Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly. I'm Kimberly Wisniewski.
And I'm Joe DiRienzo. Thanks for joining us on your ESPN2 local sports break.
If you introduce a new sport into your college program, how do you recruit players to come play for you? In the case of Elon Women's Lacrosse, new recruits will have the chance to help lay the foundation for a program and establish a tradition for the beginning.
Youth is usually looked upon favorably, but for the Elon Women's Lacrosse team that will begin their first season of play in the spring, it is not a discussion point.
We don't like to say that we're young.
But with 21 freshmen on a 25-player roster, it is easy to understand why people may be uneasy, but not the players and coaches.
We don't see that as a disadvantage. It's actually, I think, an advantage since there is no team dynamic already in place. It's much easier to just build one. We don't have to worry about bringing them into one that already exists.
Everyone is on the same level. This is all of our first years. We really have bonded over that and are all ready to make history. We're all ready to set precedents for Elon Lacrosse.
We're not worried about the fact that we have 21 freshmen on a 25-person roster. We're just getting after it, just having fun, trying to get better every day. You hear coaches say, well, you know what, we're young this year. That's a built-in excuse to fail. That's what that is. We are who we are, and you can't really worry about what year you have.
The other 4 players were brought in from the club women's lacrosse team, and they have made an impact.
I think the best thing that we did so far was keeping those 4 girls last year. They have been phenomenal.
Leadership is key to keeping a team together, especially in an experienced one. So what is asked of these 2 seniors and 2 sophomores?
Just be like the communication line between the coaches and the freshmen. They always say 3 before me, so talk to your teammates before even going to the coaches, so we're that line in between there.
I think it's really just to be a good role model and be there for the girls. If they're feeling down, I want to be there to pick them up and tell them, hey, you can push through this. It's just a bad day. Tomorrow will be better.
They had a year to kind of work with us, and so when the freshmen come in and have questions about why we're doing something or what we're doing, they've already done it, so they can kind of help out that way.
They definitely have given us a little more guidance than we would expect. I mean, we obviously, lacrosse-wise, we all have experience as well, but Elon-wise, they kind of have guided us into, where to go, when to do it, how to interact with teachers, more just be almost like older sister figures.
And the upperclassmen are not the only leaders of the team. The 2 coaches both spent time with the prestigious Duke women's lacrosse team. Hexter is an assistant coach, and Karate is a player, and those experiences have helped to develop this team.
They're both absolutely amazing coaches. They know what they're talking about, they have a ton of experience. The little things, they make a big difference, and they're really good at picking out exactly what you need to work on to help you become a better player.
I just feel privileged to be able to learn under them and learn everything based off of what they did at Duke, and now they're bringing it to us so that we can be that great team eventually.
The amount of knowledge I've gained in lacrosse is absolutely incredible.
Do you guys see, you have that initial dodge and you back out, everybody separates again. Don't pass it, go again.
They're just so smart in everything. My 6 skills have improved. Just my mental game is so much better now. They just really inspire you and make you want to be better. So I'm much more motivated than I think I've ever been before.
Our coaches find amazing ways to combine having a great time and working really hard to make us become a better team, and they know, we understand when we need to crack down and get serious and when we can be a little bit looser. So it creates a really great environment for us to develop as players.
Putting the pieces of the puzzle together is something that I think we're pretty good at. Every player's got a bright spot. Right, you gotta find that and put it into play, and the kids are doing great so far.
And they hope this can translate to success on the field.
We really want to win. But obviously, it's just all about the small victories each day.
I just hope that we're successful, regardless of our record, just that we play well in every game, that we try our best. Like win-losses, sure, they matter, but like as long as we play well and do well, that's what really counts.
Nice save.
This year, I think it's going to be a great year. We're going to learn a lot. We're going to play a lot of great teams. I think that's why we schedule really tough teams. We want to set that bar really high. We want girls who are even looking at Elon to know we're setting the bar really high. We want these girls to be on a big stage very soon. So in turn, I really think that's going to deliver, and we're going to get better a lot faster.
Trying to build a powerhouse program, hopefully, and thinking long term. Really, even those powerhouse teams now think in the moment, and they're just trying to get better every day. And when you start to be able to think like that and live like that, then all of a sudden, then you're racking up some wins.
But the players came to Elon not only for the chance of success, but also to be a part of history as the first women's lacrosse team at Elon.
That was actually one of the biggest pulls for me to come here, to be a part of this team and this experience. You can't, you only have one chance to be the first team.
It's like an honor to be able to be a D1 athlete in a new program, like at a great school.
I'm just coming in hoping that we can make an impact and make a difference even in this first year and make it a memorable one, so that when people are able to look back on us, they can say that the program started strong and it still is strong in the future.
If you want to catch a game, the ladies are closing their fall season with a tournament at Duke in Durham on Sunday, October 27th.
As the women's lacrosse team begins to write their history at Elon, the football team has added a new tradition to their game days. This season, the Phoenix has introduced a brand new tailgate experience before every home game. From a new entrance by the team to live music, the festivities are drawing more fans and getting Road Stadium energized for opening kickoffs.
Bank of America Drive. On most days, it receives very little traffic. But on game day, the atmosphere is completely different. Tailgating at Elon this year is like none other. The revamped system has seen a significant increase in turnout, as well as a lot of positive feedback. Before kickoff, students can be found playing cornhole, enjoying the food, and helping contribute to the excitement of the new Phoenix pregame. But that's not all. Elon now has live music.
So first and foremost, it is the band. There is entertainment that is contracted for each tailgate. So whether it is a different type of local band or a DJ.
Another addition is the team walkthrough.
About 2.5 hours prior to kickoff, the cheerleaders, the dance team, the football team, and the mascot, they all walk up at Bank of America Drive.
Everyone's just getting along, playing cornhole, football, just really fun environment.
This is really fun, everyone's having a good time, so for sure.
Elon wraps up its home schedule at Homecoming versus the Citadel on November 9th and Georgia Southern on November 16th.
And that brings us to today's trivia. What was the first sport played at the intercollegiate level on Elon's campus? The answer to that coming up later.
We have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we take a look at what two volleyball freshmen did over the summer before ever putting on the maroon and gold.
As we go to break, take a look at the week ahead in Elon sports.
You're watching the Elon Phoenix Weekly on ESPN2.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the Maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success, helps sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics, while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
What is living the Maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The Maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our Maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the Maroon life.
Phoenix fans, be sure to live the Maroon life and support Elon Athletics by ordering your football season tickets now. Log on to www.elonphoenix.com or call the ticket office at 336-278-6750 to reserve your seats now. And now back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on ESPN2.
The Elon Phoenix Weekly is made possible by the students of the School of Communications in association with the dedicated coaches, athletes, and staff of Elon Athletics.
The transition from high school to college for an athlete can be a challenge, but the adjustment for two freshmen on the women's volleyball team was a little easier after getting to know each other over the summer at the USA Volleyball High Performance Tournament.
When two freshmen from two totally different parts of the country come to the same school to play volleyball, the fall is usually the first time they get to play together. But not for volleyball freshmen Morgan Maynor and Kayla Guy. They both were selected to the USA Volleyball High Performance Tournament this summer in Florida. They got to play on the USA Junior A1 Blue team together, and it helped build their relationship coming into Elon.
I think it was awesome, just because coming from Vegas, I had no idea who anyone was. I mean, no one does, but getting to know Morgan was kind of the best thing for both of us, especially as teammates coming in as freshmen. So I think that helped.
I met her at Elon Volleyball Camp the year before, just briefly, and then I found out she was on the high performance team on Twitter, and I messaged her and asked, "Oh, you're going to Florida?" She was like, "Yeah," so it's kind of cool that we're on the same team.
The team finished 6-2 in the tournament, playing against teams from Canada, New Zealand, and other teams from the US. The talent they got to face helped Morgan and Kayla prepare for the level of competition they would see in college.
The pace of the game was definitely a lot faster, and I think that helped prepare me for the college level, because obviously it's a big leap from club volleyball to college volleyball. So the girls are also a lot taller, older, so it was a great experience.
Joining USA again was so much fun, and it was really awesome too because, you know, like you get more like experience. And so the way it prepared me for college is that like it just showed me that like everyone's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be stronger girls, faster paced ball, and it kind of made the summer better, and then also made me look forward to coming to college.
Women's volleyball continues conference play leading up to the SoCon tournament in late November.
Clint Irwin was a former soccer player for the Phoenix who graduated in 2011. Now a goalie for the Colorado Rapids, he is making a name for himself as an elite goal stopper.
Former Phoenix goalkeeper Clint Irwin has been making noise in Major League Soccer this season. At Elon, he made the All-SoCon team in each of his 4 years in maroon and gold, and finished his career 4th in SoCon history with 22 shutouts. Irwin was not drafted when he graduated in 2011, but he kept fighting and working hard. He played in Canada for a year, and as a backup in the United Soccer League, but his dedication paid off as he signed his first MLS contract with the Colorado Rapids this past February.
I think Clint's best trait right now is probably perseverance. I mean, you know, Clint was, as a freshman, he was a very good goalkeeper. He learned a lot. He was fighting for a spot on the team, so he was challenged. But he takes that challenge full on. He's very thorough in his approach. He gives his best effort from day one. And Clint was a player that gave his best effort not only on the field but also in the classroom.
Irwin has become a star in Colorado, tying the club record for shutouts with 10. His goals against average currently ranks 3rd in the league at 1.03 for keepers who have played over 30 games. As a result, he has kept his team in contention for a top seed in the playoffs in the Western Conference.
I've always felt he's one of the best goalkeepers in the country at the levels he's played at. So it's not a huge surprise to see Clint doing so well. The journey and the pathway he took to get there was a bit of a surprise. It just goes to show if you hang in there long enough, keep doing the right things and believe in yourself and confident, you can get there in the end. And I still expect Clint to keep climbing the ladder and getting better and better because that's the type of personality he is.
And that brings us to today's history.
On this day in Elon sports history, we take a look back into the mid-1930s and the golden age of Elon college tennis. Beginning in 1934, the Fighting Christians were able to capture 5 consecutive North State Conference titles, while compiling one of the best overall records in the state. Winning the last 3 conference titles, the Fighting Christians entered the 1937 season with sky-high expectations. The tennis program seemed to have done it all. En route to the 4th of 5 conference titles, the 1937 squad was able to finish 21-4, one of the finest records in Elon athletic history. Coach Rusty Jones would lead the tennis program to one final conference title to complete the golden age of Elon tennis. And that's today's look into Elon sports history.
We have to take another break, but don't go anywhere because when we return, a member of Elon Athletics continues a tradition and dances the night away for charity.
As we go to break, take a look at more upcoming Elon athletic events.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place. One of the things that I believe in my heart is that the world needs Elon graduates. We are turning out some very special young people prepared to assume positions of leadership in the world, people who have been prepared to think as global citizens. The impact that these students are going to have, it's world-changing.
Over the last 100 years, millions of NCAA student athletes have gone pro in something other than sports.
There are currently over 350 Elon student athletes competing in 16 NCAA Division I sports.
Scholarships enable us to succeed not only on the field,
but also in the classroom.
It helps us in achieving our commitment.
To live the maroon life.
Your gifts have the power to take Phoenix athletics to even greater heights while giving student athletes an outstanding education.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on your ESPN2 local sports break.
Earlier in the show, we asked, what was the first sport played at the intercollegiate level on Elon's campus? The answer, baseball in 1900. The team played its first game on campus against Guilford College before playing the second game against Guilford away. 5 years later, Elon built its first ever athletic facility on campus, a gymnasium. The facility's name, West Dormitory.
It only took a few short weeks for freshman punter David Petroni to get recognition for his stellar work this season. Petroni was named Southern Conference Special Teams Player of the Week for his performance against Appalachian State on September 21st. 5 of his 6 punts landed inside the App State 20-yard line, giving Elon the edge in the field position battle for the game. Petroni averaged 43.5 yards per punt, equaling his season average and keeping him at 13th best in the nation. Petroni was also selected as an honorable mention for Punter Performer of the Week from the College Football Performance Awards.
Little Pink Houses of Hope is a Burlington charity that raises money to help promote cancer recovery by offering opportunities to survivors to reconnect and celebrate life. For the last 2 years, Elon has sent members of athletics to dance in the Dancing with the Little Pink Stars. This year, Kyle Wills follows in the footsteps of the 2 previous Elon representatives, showcasing his dance moves for all to see.
Stop. Let me get a good look at it.
Today, when I got up and I'm thinking, okay, it's been 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, week, you have that typical countdown. But you know, I got to thinking about it today, and I'm nervous to do this, and then I'm thinking about the cause that we're doing this for. And if anybody's nervous, and those families and those people are a lot more nervous than me just having to do a dance to help raise money for this cause, and I thought it was nice to have that done.
I actually know cancer survivors. I have some in my family, so just this charity, it's very important to me, and for dance team, we support it too, so it's close to me.
My dance background is zero. That's exactly what it was. But you know, I told her when we first started, I said I got a little bit of rhythm, I'm somewhat athletic, and I can count. All right, let's go from there. Let's see what we've got going.
We worked every Thursday night for about an hour and added on each week and cleaned things up. I choreographed the dance and I bring steps, and if they didn't really work and Kyle didn't really like them, we would change them, but he's a hard worker.
Our athletic department is a big supporter of this, and to Live Pink Anyway. We do a lot of games for that as well, and our dance team and cheerleading advisor, Rhonda Belton's involved. So she asked me if I wouldn't mind doing it, and at first it sounded like a great idea, but it got tougher as the day got closer.
He actually picked suit and tie. He sent me some YouTube videos and was like, this is what I want to do, so I changed it up a little bit, but he actually picked it.
I think I sort of came up with what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything very traditional, and if you're going to be outside the box and you're going to go down, you might as well go down swinging. I think we need to keep this tradition going, and I think it means a lot. It's grown nationwide, as we well know, and you see it's grown a ton in athletics. The NFL, the NBA has done a wonderful job of supporting this cause, and there's no reason for us not to do that as well.
Stick around until next year to see who is chosen to represent Elon in the event in 2014.
That's our show for today. If you missed anything or want to watch it again, be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly.
You can also catch us on Time Warner Cable, channel 1083, to watch us on demand.
Also, be sure to visit elonphoenix.com, your #1 source for all the maroon and gold buzz.
On behalf of our producers and crew here at the show, we hope you continue to have a spectacular weekend.
For the Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm Kimberly Wisniewski.
And I'm Joe Dorienzo. We'll see you next week.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success. Helps sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
There are currently over 350 Elon student athletes competing in 16 NCAA Division I sports.
Scholarships enable us to succeed not only on the field,
but also in the classroom.
It helps us in achieving our commitment.
To live the maroon life.
Your gifts have the power to take Phoenix Athletics to even greater heights while giving student athletes an outstanding education.